Oops. Hello, hello, everybody. Sorry, just in my camera. I must have bumped it when I was closing my curtains here. There we go. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday evening to you. I hope you had an amazing weekend so far, and I'm excited to see what messages come through for us today. Let me go ahead and get my desktop all set up here, and we will get into it. Let me just shrink that a little bit. There we go. And extend this. All right. Think we are set. Yep, there's YouTube saying it's live, so we are good to go. All right. And before we get into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing so, I definitely would welcome that. And, the world, of course, is a wonderful amusement park full of fear rides. And so there's a lot of fear, lower vibrational energy always going on out there, at least currently. And, we as individuals can send unconditional love out to the world. That helps counteract like a million people that are having the low vibration. The vibration of unconditional love is so high. It's how, impactful it is. And then when we do this together, it actually multiplies together. It doesn't just add on top, it multiplies. So we can make a difference in the world. So I think it's important to know. So just going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now, and let all that outside world stuff fall away for a moment. Beautiful. And then as I hit the singing bowl, we're going to allow that love from above to come down into us, fill our heart up, and then flow out to the world. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to put that back there while it continues to sing a little bit there. Very good. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that, Rishi. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, just such great energy. It's still singing back there. All right. So thank you, Alphonse. I got it like a long, long, long time ago offline, and it was on a site that you could listen to the bowl, and as soon as I hit it, I went somewhere else. It's like, whoosh, and I was like, okay, I think that's my bowl. So it's been with me ever since. All right. So I do want to, before we get into the readings, let everyone know that I did put out equinox readings. It's a 3-month forecast for each individual zodiac sign. Here is the link to the playlist for that. So if you want to check those out, you definitely can, and check out your sun sign, your moon sign, whatever energies you're wanting to know about, what area of your life. And then I also put out Aries season, pick a card. So that's for just the Aries season, which will be think next Tuesday, is it the 19th through the 19th or so of April. And all of you Aries sun babies, happy birthday to you. There's a special bonus 3-month reading in there for you too. So you can get the 3-month equinox because that's when the equinox starts. And then also for your birthday. And for anyone that has Aries sun babies in your life, be sure to send them the link and wish them a happy birthday from bruddaZEN. And then we have a new podcast episode coming out tomorrow. But last Sunday's was about It's Complicated. Here's the link to that and also the playlist if you want to catch up. It's a free podcast. It's Chaos, from Chaos to Cozy, which is the journey of the darker side of our life, the lower vibrational end, our journey back to the higher. Sharing my dark side, my dark side. Well, you guys get my dark side all the time, but my dark times, what I had, and tools and the journey Spirit has taken me through to get me to a higher place of cozy in my life. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. And then lastly, we have life purpose readings that came out. And, these are half off until the end of this month. So if you're interested, you can check that out too at that link there. Hey, good morning, Mezzy. Hey, Magician. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to one of my YouTube channel members. Magician, you'll see their names in green with a little badge on there. Good to see you. All right. So I think that was everything I wanted to share on that stuff. So let me get that out of the way and just move my email over here. All right. I'm doing good, doing good. We had a great day of snow. Wednesday, was it? Yeah, it was Wednesday night all the way through Thursday to Friday morning. So it's mostly all melted already here. I know. It was like a 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. So it's hanging out a little bit longer, but most of it's gone. I know, I love snow too. All right. If you're new to this channel, how the readings work, I do move down in order. First come, first serve, down the chat. There's no special list. The chat is the list. You just put your question out there. If you don't want to put your, you know, details out there, your personal life, I get it. You can just ask for a general reading. Spirit knows what that's all about. If you do want your reading prioritized, I do honor donations as an energy exchange. I step outside of the free readings, dive deeper into those, pulling more cards as well. And then I return back and move down the list. So that's the skinny on how it all works here. So let's take a look here. I don't think I have any donations to start off. So let's jump to the top here and we will get going. So Day Sturgis, hello, hello. You want a high vibe reading. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, I didn't share. This is the tarot deck I'm using is the Sufi Tarot by Ayeda Hussein. I probably mispronounced that. My apologies. So let's give it one more shuffle and we'll get started. All right. So, Day Sturgis, high vibe. What does Spirit want you to know? High vibe energy. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, it definitely high vibes here. Yeah, I sure do, Magician. I do the super chat. I have PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Square. And all of those are listed in the description box of the video. And I also have them here. Let me grab those for you. And just for anyone else that's wanting to know too. I had it here. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Just grab those, copy those, and paste those down here. All right. So those should be the links. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. Yeah, and then Super Chat. So any of those is great. And thank you for asking that. All right. So, Day Sturgis, you do have high vibes here. You've got not only the Judgment card, which is your higher self calling your human to a higher place. You got the Three of Cups, which is also another card for me that represents like this. It's our spiritual posse, our guardian angel and angels and spirit guides and ancestors and leprechauns and fairies, whatever we believe those beings of the higher unconditional love and light are. And so all of this is this like calling upward and a lot of spiritual connection. We've got the full moon that's really popping there. And we do have a full moon lunar eclipse that's coming up here on the full moon in Libra on March 25th. 3 a.m. is Eastern time, so wherever you are at in the world, you can adjust that. But I feel like it's a very important time for your connection there with spirit. I feel like you're going to have the ability. We'll be putting out a video the week before, um, like the Wednesday before it, which will talk about the full moon, how to make the most of the release energies of the full moon and some of the lunar eclipse. I'm also next Friday. There should be a lunar eclipse. Pick a card and how to make the most of the eclipses coming out too. So there will be some great information coming in and making the most. And I feel like it's like spirit is nudging you to use the most of this astrological energy because Libra, it's all about we, not like yes, yes, yes in French, but we. And then the solar eclipse with the new moon in Aries on April 8th, that's about me. So there's this wonderful reflection that happens here where things kind of flip upside down because the W upside down is an M, right? Oh, you didn't know that, right? And there's this, wow, okay. So very important energies that are coming up here during from now all the way through April 8th for you. So just really pay close attention to the moon energy and any kind of release ceremonies, new moon wish ceremonies on April 8th. We'll be having videos on all of those if you're interested in checking those out as they come out too. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. You've never seen snow. Oh, with fake snow. Yeah, it feels cold. What you can do is, you guys have shaved ice, right? So just get one of those shaved ice cones and just go, and you're like, "Oh, that's how snow feels." Just jokes, just jokes. It's beautiful to be out in and watch when it feels like a snow globe. It's beautiful. It's cold, of course, because it has to freeze. Um, but it's beautiful. And it's so quiet because it blankets everything and it kind of muffles sound. So sound doesn't travel like it normally does. It gets really quiet out. It's really beautiful. All right, and you're up, Rishi. So, hey, dude. So, a message from your angels. Let's take a look here. Actually, they want to pull an oracle card here. I've got this Ask Your Guides oracle cards, and they were like, boom, we went from there. So let's take a look here. What do your angels want you to know here? All right. What do we have? Wow. So celebration joy guides. This is like I just had that card here for Day Sturgis, which is this, you know, three people dancing, and that's why this is like definitely a celebration. So you have your joy guides coming in, card number 37. And this is all about alignment and harvest and bonding and celebration. And it says you're entering a period of celebration. Your joy guides are at hand, ushering you into a season of personal harvest, success, and completion. This is a time when life gives back to you. About time, right? Stop. You may enter a life affirming relationship, receive an inheritance, land a promotion, close a deal, or just get a long awaited lucky break. Whatever your desire, your joy guides are urging you to prepare for a beautiful blessing because it is surely coming. Realize that as life's tides turn your way, the soon to be realized positive flow of events isn't just a fluke or an accident or the luck of the draw. Rather, it's the natural outcome of your unwavering, loving efforts, hard work, and commitment to your dreams and your goals. And your joy guide's message to you is plan the party. You'll soon have reason to celebrate. So I like that for you. I know you've been, really working a lot on your energy and doing a lot of those things. And I really feel here with especially with that new moon. That was funny because the other one was a full moon on it, but you get this one, which is the new moon. And so so they want this here, this energy. I feel like the solar eclipse on April 8th is going to be significant energy coming in here for you. So there you go. Woot woot. Absolutely. And enjoy, 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 enjoy. Celebrate. Start gratitude right now. That just helps things expand even more. So I like it. All right, dude. That's what they got for you. So many blessings to you. And then macaroni, you are up. So macaroni, does RKW like you? Work related. Let's take a look here. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know here? Okay. All right. you know, we have the Eight of Wands, which is attraction, but the Shah of Cups, which is the King of Cups, is balancing the head and the heart. So, there's attraction there, but I do feel like they are more, when it's any kind of work related things, they try to balance things, and I don't feel like they act on those things. You even got the Hermit card, which is they stay to themselves, in that way at work with the Hermit. So they kind of stay keep all those things in a cave, and they don't act on them. I feel like there's a reason why, probably. When you ever have a relationship at work, and it doesn't work out, awkward, and oh god, right? So I feel like they had something like that before, and so now they have this rule, this steadfast rule: no relationships at work, even though things come up. Nope, psh, psh. They just kind of um they don't allow it. They have this balancing. They're like, there's the attraction, but I don't act on it. It's just psst. They're like a Zen master when it comes to that. So that's funny. They're just like, yep, they just go into their cave and no. So I feel like so they do, but you won't see them acting on it relationship wise while you guys work together. Yay! So that's what they have for you, macaroni. So many blessings to you. And then Ateshi Singh, you are up. So SP's current thoughts about you. All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on in the mind of SP about you specifically. All right. They've got this whirlwind going on here. They got the Four of Wands, which is stable energy, joy, celebration, that kind of thing. And then the Five of Wands, which is inner conflict. So it's like there's the cycle of, I don't know why they get riled up and then they cool off and things balance out, and they rile up and things cool off and rile up. It's, like it might feel like a rubber band. It's like they're there and then they're gone, and they're there, then they're gone, or they're up and then they're down, or they're close or they're distant. It's like, what is happening here? But, it's that inner conflict that when things spark on the inside, this is such a great representation of why other people's emotions and thoughts and feelings about us have little to do with us and a lot to do with what's going on inside of here. They see the world through their own filter. They don't see the world as it is. They see the world as they are. So if they're up, they're like, "Hey, you're awesome." They're down, "You're horrible. I hate." I don't like this. Da, da, da." Oh, it's like depending on how they're feeling and what's going on with them is their opinion of you. And so their people's opinions of us are really they're looking in a mirror and they're describing themselves in a mirror and we're like, well, that's weird. That person says I this about me. That person says something completely opposite about me. How can that be? Someone's got to be wrong. It's like, well, no, everyone's right because they're just describing the reflection they see in the mirror. You're a mirror. Monkey looks in a mirror, they're going to describe a monkey. A lion looks in the mirror, they're going to describe a lion, and you're like, well, they both have tails, but what? And they both maybe have mane, but they're totally different things for you, right? So that's what they got for you there, Ateshi. So many blessings to you. That's what they got. So, it's all over the place. All right. So many blessings to Ateshi. All right. And then, hey, God's daughter. Okay, yeah, okay, great. Yeah, I'll answer that question too. You're going to be next year after Mika Khan, so I'll I'll answer that question. Yeah. Very good. Good questions. All right. So, Mika, you want to know what business model will be profitable for you? What route should you go? What's the most profitable way to go? Let's take a look here and see what advice Spirit has here for you. What will bring you the most profit? And this is financially, it sounds like, there's different avenues of abundance. We could have all the money in the world and still feel empty, and we could have very little money but have something fulfilling in our life and be more abundant too. But yeah, I mean, you got here the Four of Staves, the Four of Wands, which represents joy and celebration, and the Two of Cups. I just, what's coming in here, what's most profitable for you is really seeking that which makes your heart feel full. The Two of Cups is emotional choice, power of emotional choice, and the Four of Wands is joy and celebration and what makes you happy, what makes you joyful. And the most profitable for you is, the Two of Cups can be this relationship with you and your higher self, and this energy that comes in is like when you seek what makes you happy, then the abundance just flows to you because you're in this place of joy and gratitude and excitement. That just brings in more things for gratitude. More comes in when you're in this place of your heart feels full and overflowing because, like, you're living your dream. You're pursuing your dream, not pursuing like money or money profit, but money and profit come with all that, versus getting a job there. You make 100,000 a year and you pursue it, but you fear losing it. You wake up in the morning going, "Oh God, I gotta go live my dream today." That brings in lower vibrational energy. It's hard to hold on to that money. You lose money, and it's impacts your health, which you end up spending money on your health. So you see how choosing something that brings you joy in life brings you so much more different abundance, where a small amount of money goes a lot further than a great amount of money because you use all that money to get back your health and to you know buy things to try to make yourself feel better, and you get into all of that. It's like it's so much. um you don't need as much finances to enjoy life when you're living your dream. So I feel like that's the energy that they want you to know right now, Mika. So hopefully that helps you there. So many blessings to you. And what a great question, God's daughter. So you're asking, how did I become a psychic? Did I study for it, or was I born with a gift? So, it's really both in a way. I'll explain, because we all have the ability, psychic gifts and everything is all channeling. We're all channeling the love energy from the creator and spirit through us into the world. We do it through channeling, people channel spirit without cards. people use cards, people do energy work, people do it through art. We're all expressing the unconditional love energy. We're all channeling it and expressing it in some way, right? So we all have the ability to do that. What happens, depending on what we want to accomplish in each lifetime, when we choose to be born, we might choose a astrological energy that is more conducive to something than something different because we're choosing for our journey what we want you know, to take along. It's like I'm not going to, buy a bunch of rock climbing equipment if I'm going to go play on the beach in the sand, right? So we choose specifically when we're going to come down here. For me, I've got a a stellium, which is like four or more planets. I got five planets in Pisces in my second house, which is Pisces is the spiritual psychic kind of connection, if you're going to call it like psychic. So it is a natural ability to have that. Neptune, which rolls over Pisces, is in my 10th house, which is our house of work. And so it's like, oh, this is the gift, is supposed to be what my career or life purpose kind of is there. And there's other things that we can look at with all those things. And but so I feel like I have a natural connection because of that. Um, so, that's a piece of it there. Um, yeah, very good. And then, I didn't really train as much as life. And anything's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. But in getting messages from spirit, when we're in fear and in chaos, it's very loud. It's hard to hear the whispers of creator and of spirit when we're in fear and all the loud noise. It's like being in a loud bar where they're playing music at the maximum. You can see people's mouths moving, but I don't hear you, But if we turn down our fear noise and turn up our vibration to match that of which spirit speaks, which is unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude. That's the frequency at which spirit speaks. As we turn down fear noise and turn up that, then that's also allowed me. I joke that people are like, wow, I love the information you're bringing. I'm like, well, I'm not really bringing the information. I'm like the radio that the musical program is coming through. All I've done really is learn to shut up and listen, turn down my fear noise and turn up my frequency. And so that's kind of where I came from and all that. And as far as your gift from God, that's always, everyone wants to know that, right? It's like, what's my life purpose? What do I have here? And it's a scavenger hunt. We get to just ask creator to reveal it to us. And the more we can turn down our fear and turn up our connection, the more our gifts become apparent. Because when we're in fear, then it's like the power's turned off. We don't know. It's like, well, what program's on the TV? I don't know. The power's off. As soon as we are able to turn the power on, then we can see things more clearly, if that makes sense. So um, it's like a that's the first steps for us is the journey, the scavenger hunt to try to find things. We're not given a scroll from heaven going, this is what it is. We have a wide variety of ways of discovering how do I uniquely want to share the unconditional love in my heart with the world. And you can kind of go, what is that? And you can ask, when's the last 5 times that your heart felt like it was singing, like your heart felt like, it was full and overflowing, and then that can, um, you know, give you direction on that. So, great question, and, yeah. I feel like for right now, I'm gonna jump up and answer your other question first. I feel like, you know, for everyone, it's like we wanna know what our gift is, but it'll be revealed to us when we're ready, and I usually tell anyone that's looking for, you know, I want to know what my gift is. It's like, well, first, we can, focus on raising your vibration. That's the biggest thing that we can do because we can't use the gift anyway until we've, you know, expanded that side of us. And we do have life purpose readings too that we can dive into those there. But, so I'm gonna go to your first question, though, and answer that one, and then, and just to continue down the list. First come, first serve with that. I just wanted to jump ahead for that one because I felt like that is a question a lot of people would probably be interested in, as well, since that was about me and my gift. Uh, so so let's jump up to this one because this is a really good question too, God's daughter. Why do the people from the daycare, why did they treat you so badly, even if you didn't do anything to them? No matter what daycare you go to, they all have treated you bad. All right, let's take a look here. Let's get some clarity here for you. All right. Yeah. Tower. um, in some ways, we're kept when things are removed out of our life, we can trust that they are removed out of our life on purpose for a purpose, right? And, the 6 of Wands is about recognition and being seen and, um, this victory type of feel that we're wanting, of course, to be welcome and greeted, and literally, you want to be able to come in and they cheer that you're there, not hiss and boo, right? So I get that energy here, and I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are, and the humans themselves, people just say things and just do things. But we're the ones that put the story to what their actions are. It's like, well, when they do that, that means they're being, they're treating me badly. They're not acting correct. And we've have these thoughts and beliefs of, well, this is how they're supposed to treat me and they're not, so they're bad. But in reality, everything like the tower card tells us everything that happens in our life does happen for us on purpose, for purpose. And if we have a lot of we're seeing in the outside world a lot of people, uh, our perceptions are treating us badly, they're a mirror for us, right? And a question that can help is if how I'm treating myself, I see mirrored in the outside world to me, then how am I treating myself badly? Because that's what we're projecting onto the world is, especially if we see a lot of it happening, we're like, oh wow. The first thing I can look at is at myself going, okay, I'm looking into these mirrors. So how am I treating myself badly? In what way? It doesn't have to be the same way they are. It's just a mirror that our soul is trying to show us and have it reflect back to us. Because once we change our innards, our inwardness, right? Because we see the world as we are, then the world suddenly starts to change. I start treating myself better, the world starts treating me better. And it's like, wow, isn't that amazing how that works? Because we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So we start changing in here, and then we start seeing the outside world, change out there. So I feel like, people, humans, when we feel unsafe and out of control, when our little inner child inside feels that way, we disconnect. We go into fight or flight mode. And so if we ever once in a while are spotting people that are going, you know, exploding, it's because they're in fear, and their actions are in fear. And when if I'm reacting though, and I'm like, these people are treating me bad, then I'm in fear in some way. This is a reflection for me to look at in myself. And once I am um, have looked at myself and I change my own self-worth and my own self-love, and it's at a higher level. When people act the way they did on the outside world, I don't take it personally because I am loving myself instead of me getting defensive and in fear thinking they're treating me poorly. I see them as, what's going on with them? Are they okay? It's not about me. It's compassion towards them. So we see that. Mhm. Yeah. And so, it does project outward, and so that's a great, everything happens for us to they'll we have all these teachers in the world, these beautiful mirrors reflecting back and showing us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it. And I know I had 5 relationships with the same person, but in 5 different people's body. And I'm like, "Oh, I get it now." It's repeated. The lesson is repeated until we learned, and we asked for that. We said, we before we came down here, don't give up. Keep showing me until I see it. I don't care what you have to do. I need to see it. And sure enough, it sure did. So they deserve a bonus for staying with it for me. But so hopefully that helps. Understanding that other people's actions are what we see are for us, and if there's anything triggering, then that's a flag that something can be looked at inside of me, and then I can transform that, I can change that, right? And I feel like that's the important thing, is looking inward and going, what do I fear about their actions? What do I fear their actions mean about me? you know Ultimately, it's I feel like there's something wrong with me. People are going to hate me, they don't love me, I'm not lovable, I'm rejectable. It's what we all experience here in this giant amusement park, but we look at it and go, is that true? Does their action mean anything about me? No, it means about them. They're going through fear, because every moment's either of unconditional love or fear. And so if their actions aren't of love, theirs are of fear. And our reaction or response to what they're doing is either unconditional love or fear. So, it's really very good. Yeah. So it's like, okay, can really reflect on that and go, "Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, what am I fearing?" And just get to the root of that. And that helps transforms things, right? And I feel like that's a big start there, and as you because that's the fear noise, right, that can be turned down, and then as you, you know, look into your, um, raising that love vibration, then I feel like your gift will be revealed to you, because right now um it's like if they told you, they're like, then you'd be distracted by that. But what's important is for you to get there is to focus on that, raising your love vibration, question those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that make you feel blinded and bound and trapped and small and powerless, right? And limited. And and look at those emotions from the past that are bubbling below the surface, that are charged, that little inner child that had those, the rejection, the abandonment, and different things. And it's like when we transform those things, our energy rises, and we see the world from a completely different place. So peppering. Oh, preparing you for something. Yeah. I was like, they're peppering you, they're getting you ready. Um, but they definitely are, um, um, they're always, the stuff that's happening, these mirrors are for you to release the fear, the chains that hold you down so that you can fly. And when things rattle in our outside world, it's to show us the cage that we have put ourselves in. They didn't put us in a cage. We put ourselves in a cage by all the beliefs we had when we were growing up. So there's this freedom that comes in when they bring it to have us see it in the outside world. And we're like, ah, okay. And then we release ourselves from that. And then we can, you know, go to that next level of that. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, God's daughter. So hopefully that helps. Many blessings to you. All righty. And then Doll Faced Diva, you are up next. And you wanted messages from Spirit. So let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay. I was like, just the one card? Like, one card's pretty powerful. Get a Major Arcana Emperor card. I feel like you've gotten this recently too, but there's this beautiful, beautiful energy, this Aries energy, which actually comes up next week. We move into Aries season. So it is this time of really deciding what it is you want to do. Where do you want to head? What do you want to go? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? Blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like I get to decide what I want for my life, and I'm going to put form around it, which means put a plan together, even put, dates around stuff, like goals that you want to do. Because sometimes if we, create a plan, but we don't put any time bound stuff around it, it's like working out. I'm going to work out this year. And then we get into November. Well, maybe I'll work out next year. It's like we didn't do it. So, putting specific, put it on a calendar, like, okay, I'm going to do this on this day. It doesn't have to be big stuff, just little steps along the way, and just plan it out and plot it out, take action and have movement, not worrying about what other people are saying you should and shouldn't, supposed to, not do, have to, must do. What would bring you this feeling of power and energy and your heart singing and your heart feeling full? And I feel like this is the time for you to put action to it, and so I like that. All right, so that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Mia, hello, hello, happy Saturday to you. You want to know actions and intentions of M after your first meeting. All right, let's take a look here. So, all right. Actions and intentions. All right. So, after the first meeting here, the actions I feel with the Nine of Cups is this emotional, fulfillment. It's one of the wish fulfillment types of cards here. So I feel like their next actions are something that you're just like, woohoo, and you're very happy about. It's like what you were hoping for. But their intentions with the Eight of Swords, they got some little work to do, which is what the Eight of Swords is. Eight is a very flowy number. Think of four things on each side. There's this beautiful river and flow in the middle. There's not an obstacle in the middle. And the Eight of Swords is they're becoming aware of their thoughts that have made them feel blinded and bound and trapped in the past with all of this about moving forward. And so I feel like their intentions are what needs to be worked on within them. Their actions are Nine of Cups. You're like, all right, I like that. Intentions, that's a lot of, it's like your spirit guides are going, leave that up to the lawyers. And I'll explain what that means. It's like there's all this detail and legal, stuff when it's like someone wants to live their dream and they have a lawyer, and then this person who's helping them has a lawyer, and it's like all the legal stuff, let's leave that up to the lawyers. That just takes all the fun out of the event, getting caught up in all the paperwork and the legalese and reading through the contracts and all that. Let's leave that up to the lawyers. And I like that. Leave their intentions up to them and just enjoy their actions, is what I feel is coming through there for you. So that's funny. That's what they have for you, though. So easy breezy, short and easy. I like that coming in there. So very good. I like that. Leave it to the lawyers. Leave all that detail. All right, you know what? Their intentions are all about them anyway, not about us, as them figuring everything out on the inside. So, um, you can focus on what are your intentions after you meet. All right. So many blessings, my dear. And then Minahil, you are up. So future spouse reading. What does Spirit want you to know about your future spouse? All right. Wow. Yeah, definitely there's a soul connection here, Minahil. I mean, you got the Fool's card, which for me is like before we come down here, it's our soul. And you got the Six of Cups, which is one of my past life reading cards, or one of my past life indicators. And with the soul and that coming together, oh my God. So definitely, your future spouse is a soulmate, but they're from past lives too. So you definitely have a faded, it feels like a faded relationship in this lifetime that you guys decided when you came down here. You're going to have it, but you've got all this past life energy that comes with you. And when you meet them, it's going to be very obvious because it's going to be like you have bumped into an old friend that you haven't seen in a while. The energy, the emotional energy that's going to be there is just going to be off the charts. And it's going to be like, uh, unlike anything that you've felt in this lifetime before. So it's going to be very obvious. It's not going to, you're not going to have to ask, I wonder, I met this person, they were glowing in the dark and there was rainbows shooting out of their forehead. And I'm wondering, was that them? It's like, no, I know who it is. I met him. So I like that. So that's what's coming in for Yomina Hio. So many blessings to you. Nice little tidbit coming in. All right. And so up next, we got Alphonse Foussier. Hello, hello. So you want to know, will Lisa have a fun time with you this evening? All right, let's take a look here. Based on current energies, let's see what the outcomes look like here. Yes. Three of Cups, joy and celebration. Six of Staves, Six of Wands, which is victory. And look at how joyous and celebratory these are. So very positive energies here. It's like, you know, two joy and victory cards coming in is a very good sign. So yeah, I would say absolutely one of the best times of their life. So I like that. All right, Alphonse, that's easy breezy, short and easy. So that's what they have there for you. And then Mezzi BP, good morning to you. And you've been dating V now over a month. And okay, what's your future together? Let's take a look here based on current energies. What does Spirit want you to know about your future here? All right. It feels like here it continues to flow. You've got the Hermit's card here. Sorry for the glow there. There it goes. So we've got the Hermit card, which is about having your alone time, but also the Alchemy card, which is all about growth and something transforming. A lot like the Temperance card. It unfolds and it moves forward, but there still is this importance of alone time and like not moving in. And so it's like this: trust the process, trust the flow, enjoy your alone time when you're alone. Use it to connect to spirit. Look into your thoughts and your beliefs and what are you focusing on, allowing them to guide you on your path. But it feels positive. It doesn't feel like there's like an ending happening, but they're like purposely keeping you in the yeah, in the cave, purposely keeping you in the dark, um, with this with the future, because they want you to develop this trust of flowing with the moment and knowing that with this magician, the alchemist, whatever you focus your energy on is what grows and expands. And the more we focus in on our lower vibrational, our fears of things won't happen or will happen, things we hate, things are feel we're missing, things that we're wanting. All that energy has like this, energy of um, not getting things that we're wanting because, like, if we like wanting, like I want to have a relationship with them, I want to marry them, I want whatever. Spirit's like, oh, you like wanting, you don't like getting. It's like I like being hungry, but I don't. So that means you can't feed me. It's like so when we switch that to gratitude and we that higher energy of joy and celebration and that, then that changes things. And I feel like also with that the alchemy card there, that you don't have a fated relationship in this lifetime. It's the power of choice too. And otherwise it would show you either an ending or a beginning, but it's because it's a possibilities type of answer. It means that it depends on both of your energies. What you're focusing on is what either brings you together or, for a long time, or repel each other like two magnets that turn around and, you know, so, um, it's all up to what you focus your energy on. When you have gratitude for what you do have, what you're enjoying, then we get more, and that, we're telling the universe, "I enjoy that," and it brings us more of the same. If I'm focusing on what I feel is missing, then the universe hears us going, "I really enjoy missing, this in my life, so can you make me miss some more and miss it longer?" And it's like, "No." So I like that, that energy coming in there for you. So that's what they got for you, Mezzy BP. Hopefully that helps a little bit there. So many blessings to you. Hey, magician. Nope, not yet. Haven't got down to yours yet. All right. So let's take a look here. Just scrolling down. We got Kiss GJ. You are up next. And he wanted to know, did Kamar recognize you at the stand looking at him? You're a Taurus, he's a Cancer. All right, let's take a look here and see if he recognized you. What does Spirit want you to know? Did they recognize you? You got the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Wands here. And I feel like, in an odd way, this feels like a yes to me here, because the 10 of Wands is like a lot of energy, and then the Ace of Wands is it's like an ending and a beginning. It's like, so I don't know the relationship that you guys had together, but I do feel like um, there was a flood of energy when they saw you, and then the Ace of Wands was like a more focal energy, like you know, I don't know, they heat up fast and cool off fast. And I feel like that they did recognize you, and it did cause, you know, um, which being a Cancer sign, but maybe they have some, a fiery personality where they heat up and cool off fast. But I do feel like they did, and it caused this flood of energy, and then it dissipated. So whatever that means. But yes, to answer your question, yes, I feel like they did. You're very welcome. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay, we answered that one. We answered that one. All right. All right. And then we are to you now, magician. So you'd like a general reading. Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. What does Spirit want you to know right now? I'm going to shuffle these up. All right. All right. Yeah, I mean, you've got two major arcana. You got the Hermit card and the Death card and the Rebirth card. So, there is this energy of being drawn into this away from the crowds, away from a lot of the chaos and a lot of the stuff going on, to spend time with spirit. And so you're, being drawn back for this rebirth, for this, like it's like an upgrade, really. I mean, you can even see the the similar energies that are falling down, through the ceiling to you here. And then here's this, it's like it's all being downloaded into you and you're filling up with it. And even your clothes change to white and it's all you becoming this bright light here. So I do feel like there's this, uh, if you've been feeling kind of weird, weirder than normal, but a bunch. Um, it's like, and if you even feel like you've been being brought into solitary confinement, where you're like, why are people being distant? And in essence, like, oh, the energy is pulling me inward and upward so I can have this download, so I can fill up with this and have this change about me that just rolls out and fills me up and flows out into my life. And it brings these changes in your life. And oh, you're a Virgo. So I like this for you, and I just feel like there's this, um, I don't know, even on the bottom of the deck, you've got this beautiful king, not king, I keep on saying king, knight of cups. See this little energetic bridge? And it's the same energy that's coming in there. Let's see if I can get it to focus. But it's like there's this bridge of emotion that opens up, and I like this for you. It just feels like you're doing this. I don't know if you're looking at doing energy work or emotional work or processing of emotion or counseling or something with people. I just feel like there's this upgrade that's coming that's, taking you in that direction because it just feels like you're filling up with this beautiful energy and it just feels like emotional, you know, transformational work for yourself that you then help other people with too. So I like that. Right. So that's what they have for you, magician. So many blessings to you. Hey, spiritual journey tarot. All right. And Alice, you are up next. So, how does Harris think and feel about you? Does he miss you? All right, let's take a look here. People have been on your back. Uh-oh. All right. Let's take a look here. How does Harris think and feel about you? Does he miss you? So you got the Lovers card. So obviously he does feel like you're in an important relationship, in his life. But that Seven of Swords, this deceit, this cheating, mentality of theirs that they have these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about themselves. So if I can get it to focus in at all. There it goes. Where, it's like they're running away from the light. No, and they they've got these thoughts and beliefs that they do run away from about worthiness and about these types of things. So I don't feel like they miss people. I feel like um they make it with the Seven of Swords. It's like they, because they don't believe they deserve love and they don't deserve things, that the little inner child self-sabotages things, and then they just feel like they deserve it. They self-punish it themselves, so they don't miss things because they're like, "Well, I don't deserve that. Why miss it?" They just are kind of, um, not resort to, but it's, they just accept it. This is part of, and, I don't deserve it, so when it doesn't happen and it falls apart, or oh, I gotta end it, I don't deserve it. There's the self-punishment kind of energy that kind of comes in there. um so that's what's coming in there for you, Alice. So hopefully that makes sense of what's going on there, but, I just feel like they don't love themselves a whole lot, so they don't feel they deserve it. They can't give a whole lot. They can only give as much as they love themselves, which is not a whole lot. And, so that's why I feel like it's like, okay, they got some inner work to work on there, right? All right. So that's what they got for you, Alice, for now. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right. Come on. There it goes. Behave, mouse. All right. Very good. All right. And Spiritual Journey Tarot, thank you so much for your donation over on the CashApp. Appreciate that. You want to know, will you be able to do good in your apartment? What's the energy around that? I'm definitely picking up more income. All right. Let's take a look here. So did you get the approval? Did you get the approval? Yay! So will you be able to do good in your apartment? Let me just shuffle these up here a little bit. So will you be able to do good in your apartment? And what about the dinero? What can you tell us about that? Let me just grab these two here. All right. All right. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like that. All right. Boom. I'm happy for you. Yay. Super excited for you here. And right? I love it. So yeah, I have here, the first part of the question is, will you do good in the apartment? You got the Malika of Swords, which is Queen of Swords, balancing of the head and the heart. So, it's some good energy in there, as well as the Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles, being true to your authentic self. So I like that. I just feel like you're gonna be able to make it your own, and your energy is what's going to fill up with the energy of it in there. Something you can do that I do when I get into a new location is if you're able to sit on the floor, sit on the floor. If you can't, sitting in a chair is fine too. Just make sure like your feet are touching the ground, or if you can sit on the ground, put your hands on the ground, and just imagine this bright light that is just starting to grow within you, and all this energy flows through your hands into the floor, or if you're sitting, it flows through your legs, through your feet into the ground, and just to see it in your mind's eye, the glow going on the entire floor of your apartment, or home, if this is for anyone else, as well, and then moving up the walls, and then in the ceilings, and then it fills the air, and this is the energy that has all of this beautiful energy that floods through, and it's like kind of blessing your home with your energy, and it fills it up. And I usually just say, anything that's not of love and light, you have an opportunity to transform into it, and if you don't, you need to step out. And then there's just this beautiful pocket of love energy there. So you can do that, and that helps with the energy. And then, on more income, I do see here you've got the 10 of Wands, which is about abundance and harvest. So I do see that here. You've got the Malika of Cups, the Queen of Cups, which is trust your gut and trust your intuition, where it leads you regarding income too. So really follow your heart when it comes to that. If you're like, I feel like I need to do this, follow that. Your intuition is going to be really on point at this time, very, very fine tuned. And you do have this. You have the Hierophant, and then also the Five of Swords, which is, the five is a number of transformation and change. So, whatever this inner conflict between the head and the heart, I like that you have the Queen of Swords that comes in, and this energy you have balances any conflicts that you have. So I like it. I don't have any concerns with this at all. And with that 10 of Wands, it is a harvest type of energy that's coming in there. Oh, nice. Yeah, so that makes sense because I feel like you are, yeah, you have like this two things that you're working on in the outside world. You've got the entrepreneur master energy underneath the bottom of the deck too, and the Fool card, which is the beginning of a new adventure, as well. So very, very well supported. Yeah, even the Page of Wands, which is, a new passion, that, you invest energy into. So very well supported. So I would definitely would, um, set those goals for sure. And that's what that King of Wands does. They set the goals. They, have that energy that they put forward and make it happen. And this is perfect. You've got Aries energy popping in next week. We've got, with Pisces moving into Aries, we've got all this endings and beginnings with, the eclipses. So very, very big energies that feel like with these cards, they're right up your your wish list there. It's like it allows you to move forward. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. And that's what they have for you, my friend. Thank you so much again for the donation. I appreciate that. And enjoy the move. Hey, the team. No, you haven't missed your reading yet. I think you're just a couple more away. I just had a donation I stepped out with, so we're jumping back into the free readings here, and we left off with uh, Yasaradu. Apologies if I mispronounced that. And want to know, will you receive a new job within 2 months? You're welcome. All right. Will you receive a job within 2 months? Yeah, it looks like here you've got the, dreams come true card with the star, and Four of Swords is peace of mind. So definitely it feels very supported here. They're like, yeah, put your mind will be put at ease. You will get this a job within 2 months. And the star card is like a wish come true. It's kind of like the job that you're wanting to get. That's the one that you're going to get here in the next 2 months. Very fast and easy breezy there for you Sarah do, but, I like it. I like it for you. It's just very, yeah, yeah, you are. There's your spirit guides are just really laid back. Yeah, you are. You get the one that you want. Anything else? And I'm like, "Come on, dude." Too funny. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings. Thank you, Spiritual Journey Tarot. Appreciate you. Such kind words. All right. All right, and there we go. So the team, here you are. So will you be able to get a rhinoplasty this year? When can we see you getting financially free? Okay, and you asked it again there. I saw a few there. Okay. You're like, no, that's good, short and sweet, right? I'm okay with that. All right, so will you be able to get rhinoplasty this year? Sounds familiar. Did we ask that one already before? So we'll pull one card for that, and then one card will, when getting financially free. Since really. All right. Well, so rhinoplasty, you've got dreams come true. So this would be a yes if that's your dream. You're like, well, in a way it is, right? It'll clear things up. So I feel like that is a yes. And then you getting financially free really has to do with your Two of Cups, which is your emotional power energy that comes in here. And, it's every moment we get to choose what, our emotion is around something. And, this goes into whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. And so you're financially free, the financial freedom comes in when instead of focusing on that I'm not financially free or I want to be financially free or I hate not being financially free and we're focusing on the lower vibrational energy of the situation, which we're all taught to do as children, focus on what you don't have, focus on your fears, and then that what that does is that draws us down though and chains us to that and grows and extends that instead. So I'm expanding my financial prison instead of my freedom. And so if you change your emotional choice instead of lower vibrational to higher vibrational, as we start making our attitude gratitude, focus on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and in that higher vibrational energy. And we do that, by um I'm grateful for my, the finances I have coming in. I'm grateful that you are setting me free from my financial prison. And picture it in your head, seeing yourself financially free. Feel what it would feel like to be financially free. And then what can you do in the physical realm to put towards that? Is it writing everything else, writing all of your, debt down and, any kind of what does your financial prison look like? And then draw a picture or even if you list all of your debts and then you write through them and do a zero, write through them and do them a zero where you're putting physical energy into all this too, where you're and that's what draws it to us and it allows things to change. Some other things you can look at too is if you feel like you're being held back, like that things aren't moving, forward for you. I do have if I have shared this already, my apologies, but no, never hurts to share it multiple times. But these two videos here, um, in this Take 10 with Zen, episode 4 is about our energy, and number 5 is about a subconscious belief system of our inner child. If you feel like there's this forest field that's keeping abundance, love, anything away from us, our little inner child is the one that's in charge of that force field. And they have this belief system. Sorry, let me hit my microphone. This belief system from when we were very young that you have to do so much to deserve so little. And they're keeping track. And they're like, no one's told me any different. I've just been doing what I learned. It's like a little kid. And it's like, all right, let's bring that from our subconscious because there's things on autopilot. Let's bring that to the surface. Let's question it and let's bring it from 1,000 to 1 down to 1 to 1 rate of exchange, and that's when those force fields drop. That's when things can come in. So, yeah, check those out and, see if those help. Right? You're very welcome. Excited for you. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. So that was that one. That was that one. All right. And then Tia Northup, you are up next here. So Tia, you want to know, will you and Junior get back together? All right. You ever heard that Taylor Swift song? I know. Never ever get back together. That's what's playing here. You've got this zero, the Fool's card, which is an ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new adventure. Something that's more in alignment here. And you even got the Justice card here, the balancing card with the Ace of Swords that she has in her hands, which is, it's what is meant for you. I mean, this relationship that you've had with Junior is to bring to your awareness the out of balancedness you have in the beliefs in around relationship. And, we always usually start off way out of balance because we have all this stuff poured onto it growing up about, what how relationship is supposed to be, need to be, have to be, and all that. And it's put on there. And it's all this opinion and So it's all rooted in fear of not being lovable, not being enough, all those wonderful things we experience as a human, but it's way off of balance. And when we have relationships, these beliefs, oof, they make themselves known, right? About, oh, when they do that or don't do that, say that or don't say that, like they never said I love you. It's like, oh, that means I'm not lovable. No, it means that they just couldn't, didn't have the guts to say it. It's like we have these truths that come out, and I feel like what happens here is you are able to look at what you're learning from them in the situation, what truths came up, what triggers came up that you can look at, within yourself, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's a lie. No, that's a lie. What is that? Where did that come from? No, and you're freeing yourself from a lot of these old beliefs, and you're able to raise your vibration up. And because of this balancing that's happening, you're being raised up, and because you will do the inner work, they won't. Junior right now is in a they're just not a reflective type of person in this lifetime right now. So you're doing this and they can't. And, um, so, they've got, well, they've got all their other stuff, they've got their fears, they've got all these mindsets that, who knows, what the main thing is what triggered in you. You can't do anything about what triggered them. That's their inner work. You can't do that. You can't do anything about that. They'll continue to trigger and trigger and trigger and trigger, until they deal with that. You can't do anything. All you can do is look at your triggers, look at where you're going. But the whole purpose of this is for you to look at what you learned through this relationship, because they're preparing you for a brand new relationship that's more free from all these restrictions, and you don't have to walk around on eggshells worried about, um I don't want to, um you know trigger something. I got to walk around, and because they're blaming, um, we all blame everyone else for our triggers, but we're the ones that the triggers are ours, no one else's. Our If something triggered within me, that's mine to own, and that I can look into that and go, okay, what's the fear at the root of my trigger? Because that's my fear, not no one else's. It's like, I can't believe you wore red. That triggers me. You know, what are you, a bull? But it's like, oh, that's mine, and I do that. If everyone wears red, that's not their problem, and if I get triggered by it, that's my problem. So, it's, I don't feel, that you guys can get back together here, because I feel like it'll just continue to trigger and trigger and trigger. And, your the design right now is for you to look at, what did I learn through it all? What do I learn about myself? What can I change about me, transform about me, get, my thoughts and beliefs that don't serve me anymore, my emotions that don't serve him anymore. And that just frees you from this cage and this repetitive pattern of doing what we've always done and getting what we've always gotten. You're ready, you're tired of all that. You're ready for something new, and this is where you're headed off to, with the full card coming in. All right. So that's what they have for you, Tia. So hang in there. I know they're not always fun, but you'll look back on it someday and go, ah, now I remember. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. Let me just look here. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. Did that one. Did all those. Did all those. All right. And MBB 604, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Let's give that some love and a like right there. Perfect. And you want to know, what does Chad want with me? Just kidding. You're not sure why. Oh, yeah, maybe you are. I'm not sure why he contacted me. What does he want? Forget what movie that's from. What do you want? So, what is behind Chad's intentions of contacting you? What does he want? What does he want from you? All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, what else? What else do we got here? All right. It's, you know, pretty interesting. I know, right? You're like, uh-oh. Hey, how are you? So, we've got here the 10 of coins, the 10 of pentacles, which is all about abundance, overflowingness, relationship, fullness of life. The Malika of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, just very nurturing, emotional energy. The energy on the bottom of the deck too was all about the 10 of Wands, which is a lot of energy and a lot of passion. And it's like, what is going on here? Where did this come from, right? And then I'll do it this way. So let me see if I can do it this way so you can see the cards a little better. But you've got the Nine of Cups, which is emotional dreams come true. You got the Shah of Swords, which is the King of Swords, and the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles. And there's this working together here of all this combination togetherness. Five of coins will start off there, which is these feelings of feeling abandoned, being left out in the cold, being left behind. So they've got some worth and lack issues that are below the surface. This King of Swords is, they are very in their mind, overthinkers, right? The swords are, the King of Swords rules over the swords with the queen, but all the kings are given a second portion of swords, which makes them the master of swords and thinking. And there's this weird kind of energy that's there, like I feel lacking, but I feel like in their mind, this isn't in their heart, this is all going on in their head. I feel like I can be emotionally fulfilled and I can reverse this and I can feel this full life, feel fully loved and have a full life if I can have that. And I feel like I don't know if you guys have had that kind of relationship before and it ended or something. And if they're like, well, maybe this is what I need to have at work, or I don't know. There's just like all of this inner child stuff going on with this sun card here. Those are their little inner children inside of them. So there's a lot of this being triggered within them here that they're like, they think like you are the one. Yeah, exactly. That pretty much sums it up. Because all of this is like they're thinking, "You're the one that can make them feel whole and complete, not abandoned and left behind. You can fill me with all that." They're like, "No, I can't. One, I don't want to. I'm not gonna be, your, your, your cow that you get milk from, you know? Uh, I'm not, what are you gonna give me? Hay? What do you have to offer me?" You know? Um, but, this is that kind of yeah. Right, right. I like that. I like your self-awareness there, MBB, because it is that they have to find that within themselves, and no one can give that to them. They'll just, you know, be unhappy and blame it on you, and then look for someone else, and then blame it on them until they realize there's a common denominator here in your unhappiness. It's you, yourself. And so I like this, I feel like they're just wanting to, you know, try to feel full and they're like, well, obviously, you're awesome. You're like, I know, who wouldn't want to be with me, but no, thank you, and especially if they see in you things that they would like to have for themselves, like confidence and um, you know this the energy that you have. They're like, well, if I can't get that for myself, then if I'm with you, I have it through you. It's like, no, you need to find it for yourself. I'm not going to be owned. Like again, it's like I'm not going to be your farm animal that you get something from and that you just keep me because you can get from me. No, that's okay. And I like that. So I like your where you're coming from on this, and I support that. Spirit supports that. So I like that. So there you go, MBB. That's what they have for you. So you are very welcome. And thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And so then we had Nini. You want to know how will you do in crypto, stock market, and business? All right. Based on current energies, let's take a look here and see, all right, how Spirit says that you would do in crypto. All right. So you've got the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is like it's mental energy. It's like peace of mind. Well, you'd have peace of mind. You would do okay in it. You wouldn't do horrible. But what really that kind of energy that coming in here with the card 20, which is the judgment card, is it's your higher self calling you to a different place, a higher place. So though crypto, stock market, and business seem with the mind like a good thing to do, the thing I should do, the thing that we're supposed to do, all of these things, the the higher self is calling you to something much bigger and more in alignment with expressing your heart and who you are with the world. So I just feel like they're saying, well, you know, you could do fine in there, but there's something more, something different that is more in alignment for you. Something that would make your heart sing, something that would make your heart feel full. I feel like this makes your mind check off the stuff and feel safe and secure, but it doesn't make your heart sing. It just makes your heart go, huh. So that's what's coming in there for you there, Nini. So yeah, what was it? What's the last 5 things that made your heart feel full and make it feel like it was singing? Kinda sit with that and see what that brings you. Right, that's what they have for you, so many blessings to you. Alright. Alright, actually, I think that is it. Wow, miracle, there must be something going on in the world or the YouTube algorithm. 'Cause that is it. Um So thank you guys again for all the thumbs up. It does help the channel grow. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the equinox readings that we just put out here, here is the playlist for that. It's for each individual zodiac sign. It's a 3-month forecast. So you can check out that. And then also Aries season happens at the same time. So here's a special pick a card for just the Aries season, which is March 19th to like April 19th. And a special Aries sun baby 3-month forecast. So happy birthday to all you Aries sun babies. If you have any Aries suns in your life, be sure to forward them that and wish them a happy birthday. And then also, we've got a new podcast coming out tomorrow, new podcast episode. My podcast From Chaos to Cozy. We're up to episode 7. 6 came out last week about It's Complicated. It's about relationships, what you can learn through your relationships, especially if there was unfaithful relationships. I could talk a little bit about some of mine. But it's great information about how we can go on this journey that we're on from chaos back to cozy. So some great tools in there. And if you're looking for a life purpose reading, those are half off till the end of the month of March. And so if you're wanting to look into that, that video talks about what is included with those as well. So that is what we have here, everybody. So thank you again for all the love and all the support and for your thirst for hearing from Spirit. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. And so until I see you guys again, just remember every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, much love to you. Hang in there. Enjoy the rest of your day or your night, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you again, much love. You hang in there. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.